What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We had a week off there. Well, I had 2 weeks off. Kirk only had a week off, but there was a week with no videos because I was in Knoxville, Iowa for the Knoxville Nationals. So I go out there every year. I've gone every year since I was like 7, and then Gramps and my uncle have been going for like the last 40 years. So definitely a tradition. It's a good race, especially if you're a sprint car fan. Highly recommend going to the Nationals at least once. Kirk unfortunately doesn't have as much vacation time as me, so she only came out for the 410 part. I was out there for the 360s, Oski, everything. But since she was here, she ran at Cridersville last week. If you all watched that video, I highly recommend it. I thought she did a good job. She hasn't raced in like 3 or 4 months or something like that, and she ended up coming home 4th. So she did a good job. I thought she did well, but time for me to get back at it. On the bright side, the carts and everything are cleaned and ready to go. We got that done before we even left for Iowa. So all I got to do is work on tires here. So I've got probably half of them need buffed, and then they're all going to need measured. So I'm going to get going on that and get ready for racing this weekend. We're going to Cridersville. It's an LO206 weekend, and I love me some LO206. If you all watched the Eldora video, it went really well for me. But yeah, the LO206 this weekend. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be going to Cridersville. Really, the only thing keeping me at Cridersville is the LO206, and that's because Dan's awesome and Dan's the man. But yeah, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be going. Gotta say, normally whenever I go out to Knoxville for the Nationals, I kind of miss being at the track and racing, and this year I didn't. For whatever reason, I just didn't miss being there at all. If we had had like another race scheduled, or maybe we'd been running a different track, I probably would have missed it. But gotta say, didn't miss being at Cridersville at all. There is a race at the farm track, I think, this weekend, but we're not going to go to that because it's LO206, and Dan provides me with the LO206 stuff, and he puts on the series, and I'm always going to support Dan no matter what because Dan supports me. So anyway, enough yapping. I've got to get to work on these tires, and we'll see you Saturday at Cridersville for some LO206 action. Alright, current update, it's raining. Luckily we got a tent, so even though Gramps is out there working, he's not getting wet. He looks very unhappy though. But anyway, it's...
Anyways, Brian's head hurts and it's raining.
Yeah, anyway, it's raining. This might be the end of the night. We all had pretty good runs. Kirk finished third in her heat, probably maybe fourth. It was pretty good. She went across the line side by side. I finished third in mine. I was racing hard with second. He got me. How'd you do?
I got third.
We all got third. How about that? We all got third in our heats. So if it does rain out, we all get paid out for third, which isn't too bad. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Might be the end of the night. Might not be. It's still raining a little bit. It's let up, but the track is super wet and slimy. That big old thing sliding sideways down the backstretch. So if they don't call it and we do get to run tonight, it's going to be a long time. We're going to be waiting for a while. If they're smart, they'll go to a one heat format and a feature, so we're not here till like 4 a.m. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Well, it looks like they're going to run. They got the track ran in. It looks pretty good. So I think we're getting ready to get started here. I don't know if we're actually going to get the whole show in because I think it's supposed to rain again in like a half hour, but I guess we'll just play it by ear and see. Hopefully they go to a one heat format, especially with more rain coming, but track's looking good, so we're going to change some stuff up because it's wet now and see what happens.
Every time. You win? Yeah. Nice. About time. That helps your points big time. Because the ones in front of you finished way back. Some of them did. You got to go over a lot. Pick it up. I just got to win. Track. It's a little dry, but not bad. We had a rain shower right towards the end of the first set of heats. We run second in on one of the heats and third in a heat. The rain hit. They was able to save the track and get it back. We made some changes, not nothing major. Just change tires that we run. Changed the gear on the LO206, and we were quite fast. We had to start on the outside of the second row, which is never a good thing, but Alex was able to get down in the LO206 and get the lead, and we won the LO206, which means when we come back from Knoxville, we always win. So
the streak continues.
The streak continues. We started we ended up starting on the pole in the heavy, jumped out to the lead, held the lead all the way on the heavy class. The boy had been, last 2 years, been winning quite a bit of the heavy. We actually beat him by a straightaway. So we got the chassis right. We made a few minor adjustments, but Alex and Kirstynn had the car set up pretty good, and was close. They worked on the tires, had the tires in good shape. Other than just picking out some tires and trying to see which ones worked the best, and made a slight change on each chassis to free them up a little bit. They were both good, and we won the heavy feature also. So we won 2 features tonight, which really means that Knoxville winning streak's even great, but it's sort of been a bummer the last year or so. Last year, I think we only won 3 features, and tonight we sort of got the monkey off our backs and won 2.
Yeah, we almost got as many wins tonight as we had all last year.
Yeah, so we're just glad to be back. And I think there was times Alex was doubting his ability, and I kept telling him, no, you're still driving. I said, it's just, we ain't getting no breaks, and we haven't been getting no breaks. And Eldor was an example of that. When you're leading the LO206 Midwest race and Tar comes off the wheel and you had it won, we just hadn't had the brakes the last 2 seasons, and hopefully this gets it off our back and we'll go back at it now.
Okay.
So, good night.